Hello everyone, welcome back to Super Mario Brothers. And in the last video, I was just going over my history with Super Mario and my history with this game. I've still got more that I wanted to talk about. In the last video, I was talking about how I had a pretty bad first impression of the game, and I wanted to clear that up a little bit in this video to say that I don't mean that in a way of saying that I do not like this game, because I definitely really do like this game. It's a great game. It's still a great game. It was great back then. It's great now today. And when I revisited this game last year, when before Super Mario Brothers Wonder came out, I played the game live on Super Mario All Stars, and it was a great time. And recording this game, replaying this game for the first time earlier this year. Well, at the gameplay that you're looking at right now, of course. It was also a really good time playing this game. But I was really what I meant to say was in the last video, when I said that I kind of had a bad first impression of the game, is that I mentioned this in the last video too. I was spoiled by the refined controls of the sequels, like all the Super Mario games that succeeded this game. I was just completely spoiled by the refined physics and everything. Like, it's only up from here. It only gets better from here, which this game feels really good. I really like the controls. Nintendo was really doing something here. In fact, they improved this game from Mario Brothers, which was improved from Donkey Kong. Like, they just kept furthering, like, they just kept further improving and enhancing what they could do with these 2D platformers, these platformers at the time, because they were they obviously saw a lot of potential in these games, and they were able to push these games even further and further, to the point where we've got full levels now, and not just one screen level that leads to another one screen level. You're actually starting at one end of a stage, and the camera is moving with you until you reach the end of the level. And there's also implementation of momentum-based physics. The game plays, looks, and feels like an athletic platformer, or a momentum-based platformer, depending on what you want to call it. This is probably the first game that successfully did that. I tried to search momentum-based platformers to see which game was the first one. I couldn't really find the first momentum-based 3D platformer. Not 3D, 2D. But I couldn't really find any results of it. But I just kept going back to this game because it seems like this game is just the first to do it. But that being said, I was not very good at this game when I was younger, and I had to rely on emulators, well, I actually didn't even play this game on an emulator back then, but I played it on Wii Virtual Console, 3DS Virtual Console, and then Wii U Virtual Console. And the 3DS and Wii U Virtual Consoles had save state features, and you could save the game at any certain point, and then you can resume the game from that point, just like save states. But I pretty much abused that just so I could see this game to the end, because although the game is easy to learn, it's not hard to learn. It's really simple to learn. You're playing as Mario. You start at the left of the stage, and then you make your way to the right of the stage and reach the flagpole, and then you move on to the next. Your obstacle course is the Mushroom Kingdom, as is being overthrown by the Koopas, and their leader is the King Koopa, or King Bowser, and and your mission is to rescue the princess and her toads. Mario can jump, he can run, he can collect power-ups. He can also jump on Koopas, which go into their shells after the jumping on them. He can squash Goombas, which, according to the instruction manual, if I remember correctly, the Goombas are actually toads or mushrooms that betray the princess. I'm not sure if that's true anymore. I'm not sure if that's been retconned, but that's pretty interesting. That's a pretty interesting backstory for the Goombas, if that's true anyway. Each world has four areas. The first two areas, well, the first area is always the grassland, or in this case, World 5, the snowland. All the trees are white, which is an indication of a wintry sort of area. Another level type is the athletic levels, which usually takes place either in area 2 or 3, mostly 3, in a specific world. You've also got the underground levels, where you go into a pipe and you go underground, and you have to beat the level. And then you've got the swimming levels, which there's only 2 of them. There's 2 of each, underground and swimming. The first underground level is in World 1, the second in World 2. World 4. World 2 has the swimming levels, the one swimming level, and then World 7 has the second. One of the enemies that actually made it pretty difficult to beat this game is probably what you can already guess: the Hammer Brothers. These guys right here. They throw their hammers in an arc. They move side to side, or left to right. I mean, it's a 2D game, but anyway. They throw their hammers in an arc, and you have to try and watch their movements. Because they throw their hammers in very random sort of patterns. They may jump to another. They may jump on blocks. They may jump at any random moment. I think they jump in a rhythmic sort of pattern. I don't know if it's consistent. My guess is that they are. There is a consistent time limit to when they will jump, but they jump really fast, and they fall fast. So it requires fast reflexes in order to either dodge the Hammer Brothers or jump over them, which jumping over them can be really dangerous because you might get hit by a hammer if you do that. If you're a Fire Mario, which is the second power up that you get after getting a Super Mushroom. Well, let me talk about the items real quick. versus the Super Mushroom, which turns Mario into Super Mario, the Fire Flower, which turns Super Mario into Fire Mario, and if you're Fire Mario, you can shoot fireballs, and it can kill all the enemies in your way. And it's very helpful against Hammer Brothers, especially when they're right in front of you. You can just shoot them, and they'll be out of your way. If Mario takes a hit, even if he's Fire Mario, he will actually go back to being Mario. I think Super Mario Brothers is also the first game that introduces taking an extra hit after collecting an item, because most games back then, you can only take one hit and you're dead. So that's one thing I can say that Super Mario Brothers probably invented, but I'm not too sure. If anybody else knows, then please let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in part 3, and have a blessed day.